Hello and good morning, Cancerians. This is Sunaina, and I'm back with your monthly reading for your love and relationships for the month of February 2019. I hope you guys are doing well, beautiful people, deeply emotional, sensitive, but they also have the the claws of the crabs, and if they need that, whenever they think it is that they need it, they will not hesitate to use it. Okay. But again, overall, deeply emotional, the cancers tend to think with their heart more than with their mind. And that is why, with regards to their love, they are very sensitive and deeply emotional in their relationships with regards to their love situation. Okay, that is in a nutshell about the cancers. Now, just like Taurus, cancers likes committed relationships. Okay, because they function the best when they have some kind of committed relationship in their life, which means what it is that the relationship that they are in is clearly defined and everybody around them knows their role. Okay, even with their marriage with cancers, and I think I have said this before as well in one of my previous videos, when they marry, it is usually for their life. If you see a cancer going in for a separation or a divorce, you should know that it is the end of the road for them, and that's when they kind of want to break away or separate from that relationship, but they will hold on. Even if it's a bad marriage, they're going to hold on to it until the time comes when they are no longer able to justify their role in that relationship. Okay, that's because again they are extremely loyal to the person they love, and this is all because of their loyalty. But again, at the same time, there is a deep little secret that most of the Cancerians will never admit to. Okay, but they have that secret, and I'm letting you know. The secret is commitment or partnership for the Cancerians is really a chore and a duty to them. Okay, it is kind of a duty that they don't want to admit in the reality, but again, it's deep little secret, and it's love and duty that kind of binds them together in a relationship. Okay, now, usually they're very family oriented people, and that is why marriage for them is a way to create a family they desire. Because a family situation for the Cancerians is the ultimate end for them, it's the ultimate goal. Okay, now this year, people who are or the significant other cross watchers, guys, if you have a Cancerian in your life, you must tread very lightly on his or her feelings. Make it a point to respect their feeling this year. If you don't, things can go for a toss, okay? Because again, for the cross watchers or people who have a cancer in your life, it will take you a good deal of time to realize how deep and sensitive the Cancerians can be, okay? And the smallest negativity in that portion of their life with regards to their love and sensitivity can upset them if there is any kind of a negative pinch in that, okay? And therefore, for the cross watchers or the significant other, your tone of voice, okay, your irritation, even a look in your eyes or an expression on your face can cause a great distress for the cancers or the cancerians, okay? That's because, especially this year, 2019, for the cross watchers, your slightest gesture is registered by them and they will react to it. Okay? And for you guys, of course, this can be hard for you to get used to, but stick by your love. That would be my advice. Because if you can do that in the right way, you will never find another person who can substitute that place which the Cancer can give you, if you can, the cross watchers I'm talking to, if you can do things in the right way, because Cancerians makes great partners once you know how to deal with them. Okay, that's because your Cancerian lover will react not so much to what you say, but to the way you're actually feeling at the moment. That is the sensitivity that the Cancerians are going to pick up this year, especially because going to tell you why. Because again, it's happening because of Saturn in that love zone for the Cancers. Saturn has been in the seventh house of the Cancers, which is the house of love, since December 21st. Yeah, yes, since December 21st of 2017. And this year too, he's going to be sitting, Saturn will be sitting in the same place for the Cancers, okay? So therefore, it's going to test your relationship, guys, okay? Even for the Cancers, it's going to be stress testing for your relationship, okay? Because when there everything is good in your love life, when there is harmony, actually the Cancers, they don't know if that love is for real. So when you are put through that stress test, which Saturn is going to be doing this year too, that's when you will realize if you can cross that stress test to realize if your love is for real or not, okay? Because it is only under difficult conditions that we learn the depth of our love, and that is exactly what the Cancers are all about, okay? And this is happening because of the cosmic world who wants the best for you, and that is the reason they are testing you at this point in time, okay? So hold on to the challenge, Cancerians, this year too, because this year will be a real relationship testing too, okay? But this year, the stress testing will be more severe than last year, okay? And that is because there will be three eclipses to the seventh house to add to your drama in love, okay? So remember these things, that whenever you feel the situation is not going your way, or you are being put through some kind of testing time, it is all happening for a reason which is going to add to your benefit in your love life, okay? Now, one of the problem with Saturn being in the seventh house of love for the Cancerian is that he is attempting or tempting to test your relationship of convenience rather than the real love, okay? How convenient you can be, as well as real love too, but he gives primary importance to the relationship of convenience, okay? More than the love part of it. Of course, love is there at the same time, but again, this is also a part of it, okay? So those involved with Cancers, the cross watchers, those involved with Cancers romantically, you guys need to be careful of being over controlling in this period of time in 2019, as well as in the month of February 2019, because if you do that, Cancerians can see you this way, even if you are actually not trying to be, okay? So keep that in mind. You will need the cross watchers, guys. You will need to bend your back to avoid this, okay? You don't have to fight, you don't have to argue, but at the same time, you don't have to be over controlling. But on the contrary, you should be working hard to show more love and warmth in your relationship, okay? And that is what is going to make or break your relationship this year of 2019 for all the Cancers, okay? So this is in general what the Cancers are going to be facing in the month of 2019, but in the year of 2019, and also in the month of February 2019. But again, like I said, please keep these notions in mind because they are all happening for a reason, okay? So don't get upset, don't be overwhelmed with the stress, okay? But take it in the right way, take it in the way that you think will work the best for you, and attempt to make your relationship or love relationship more stronger this year by crossing through the stress and the testing period of time in the year 2019, guys. Okay. Now, for the month of February 2019, the significant other in the life of the Cancerian is sitting in a major arcana, okay? And he or she is sitting in the house of the lovers, okay? Which means that person is feeling loved, is wanting to give love, wants harmony, and also wants comfort in this relationship, okay? This card is also indicating or talking about blossoming of your relationship, which is bringing in a lot of trust and honor deep within your relationship at this point, creating even deeper emotions, okay? Strong desires to make this relationship work in the way, and this is for the significant other. That person is wanting to hold on to this energy, and that the person is doing by interaction with other people as well. You know, getting the right advice, getting the right feedback, making their own self open up to accepting this relationship, which is indicating the beginning of a romance or even the need to make an important decision going forward in their love life. Okay, so basically this is a beautiful energy the person is holding at this point in time in the month of February 2019, because the person is wishing and hoping to bring back everything that the person wants in this relationship in the month of February 2019. And two of them are major arcana, guys. So it's a big deal again, okay? I take the major arcanas to be good messages, to be real messages of importance. Not that the others are not, but when major arcana crosses your card or crosses your energy, it is definitely a huge deal, okay? And that this person, the cross watcher, I mean the significant other, is doing because that person does not want this relationship to go for a toss. He or she doesn't want to lose you, cancers, okay? They do not want to rob you or rob themselves of this relationship. They do not wish to abandon this relationship, okay? And what they are wishing is hope and bright prospects in their love life in the month of February 2019. And that is the reason I said it's a definitely huge deal with two major arcanas sitting in that significant other's energy in the month of February 2019, guys. Okay, for me, two major arcanas are more important or talks a great deal than, you know, a minor arcana. So when two major arcanas come up in one single reading, definitely there is a lot of energy and lot of things that needs to be talked about and needs to be looked into at this point in time because of this particular area that the energies are talking about at this point. Okay, now having said that, keep this in mind, guys. Definitely it's a very, very beautiful energy, and there is nothing wrong with this energy of your significant other, cancers. Okay, so respect that energy in the month of February 2019, because this person definitely wants the best out of this relationship in the month of February 2019, guys. And I'm happy to see that for you guys, cancers. Okay, now, as far as the Cancerians themselves are concerned, what are they doing? Okay, they are again, they are not in the best of energy, guys. I don't know what's wrong with you, but cancers, again, I think the stress is getting into you. Okay, so that is the reason you are kind of lashing out at times. Okay, you're not happy about something in your life with regards to your love at this point in time. Okay, you're kind of mixing and matching a lot of things in yourself at this point, in your higher self, which is causing you to indulge in a wrong behavior. Wrong in the sense that you're not doing the right thing at this point in time. Okay, you are not happy, and that's the way you're venting out your unhappiness, kind of a situation that you are showing people that, things are not all there for you. Okay. So that is the reason you are making it a point to be a little bit more indulgent in this kind of a behavioral pattern in your higher self, where you are lashing out at situations or lashing out and striking at others without any real cause at this point in time. And this card, whenever it comes out in the reverse like this, it always tells me it's not that the person wants to do it, but it's because the person is kind of not happy or satisfied with everything that is around their love relationship at this point in time. Okay. And that's the way that they are kind of, you know like, it's not the best. Like I said, it's their way of saying that I don't like it, I'm not enjoying it, or I don't want this, I want a little bit more than what I'm getting right now. Okay. And don't basically, the deeply emotional sensitive people that cancers are, like I told you, they can gauge the sensitivity more so. So something is not striking their chord, is not touching their heart in the month of February 2019. Even though the significant other is sitting in a very good energy at this point in time, but again, there is something that the cancers are not really feeling all good about, even though I don't think that there is anything wrong with the significant other. But for the cancers themselves, lot of situations, stress, tension, worry, anything, that is making them kind of behave or work out in their higher self in the month of February 2019. And that is the reason, you know, it's being a bit disastrous even for them. Okay, they are not liking it, but again, it's bringing in a disastrous for them. Okay, which is adding or which is multiplying their problems in the higher self. Okay, that is what they are doing basically, because again, like I said, it's not that they don't want it's not that they're not enjoying things at this point, but the stress is getting into them. Okay. The stress of holding on to this relationship, the stress of understanding their patience in this relationship, the stress of knowing if this relationship is good or bad, or the love is real or fake, anything. It can be anything that is kind of troubling them in their higher self, which is, of course, multiplying their problems in their higher self because they are not being able to cut through the cloudy situation of their love life. They are kind of attempting to, but they are getting stuck in the middle. They're not being able to clear their road into understanding their love situation in the right way in the month of February 2019, and that is what the cancers, because again I said this is not the fault of anybody, but it is because it's happening. The reason being that they are deeply sensitive people, and I have been talking about the cancers even before, with being deeply sensitive people, they definitely adhere or they they dislike any kind of negative situation, any kind of stress, any kind of undue um, fakeness in their situation, because they want to know. Okay, they really want to know now, because it's like they are getting to the end of their line with their patience of holding on to something that they do not know if it's going to work out for them or not in the month of February 2019. Okay, and that is the reason why they are in this kind of an energy at this point in time. Okay, so, but again, my advice to you guys, Cancers, would be this is in your higher self. Okay, so accept the challenges, guys. Okay, keep your patience intact, keep your love intact, believe in that. Basically, I would say believe in that love, okay? Now, after that, if something goes wrong, that I would call it as destiny. But again, you do what you have to do in the right way, okay? So that is what my guidance would be for the Cancers in the month of February 2019. Although in the higher self, the Cancers are not in the best of their self, okay? Now, the crossing energy for the two of them, the significant other and the Cancer, is of course the return to their victory, okay? They are well deserved. They both want the same thing, okay? They both want the same thing. They want to return back to their victory of love by putting problems at rest, by finding resolutions to any problems, okay? By success, by achieving success through hard work and of course careful planning, guys, okay? That's very important. And for which at the same time they will find supporters who is going to support this love in the way they need that support in this point in time in the month of February 2019. But they definitely, both of them, even though they are in different energies in the month of February 2019, but at the same time, guys, the crossing energy is definitely talking about their return to victory. They definitely want to bring back everything that they don't have at this point in time by putting an end to any kind of quarrels in their life or anything that is going to create trouble or dispute in their life. Anything which is kind of a riot in their life, or defeat in their life. They definitely want to put all that at rest to move forward in their chariot of love. And this is what they both want in the month of February 2019. Okay, they want to return back to their love relationship by being victorious with one another, which is I think a very very good energy. Again, a major arcana here for you guys, okay, which means a big message to you. Take this in a very nice way and you will get the right message for you and your significant other in the month of February 2019, okay? So this is your crossing energy at this point in time. And at the same time, let's see what your foundation card has to talk about, both of you. Now, foundation card again is again talking about both of you because it's just not a single energy here. It's both your energies that is coming together at this point in time. So we will definitely have to take both yourself at this point in time to see what your energies are talking about in the foundation here. Now, in the foundation, guys, you guys, what you both are wanting is to adopt a little bit of method that calls in for some kind of betrayal. Again, betrayal not between yourself or treachery not between yourself, but it is because of the pressure of your love situation that you want to set yourself free from any kind of conflict that is there in your love house at this point in time in your foundation by unintentionally hurting the loved ones. Sometimes it can also happen like that, okay? Because when you are trying to do certain things to set yourself free without knowing, you can also end up hurting one another at the same time, guys, okay? So but at the same time, you are going to be doing this in your foundation, or you think of doing this because of the pressure and the conflict in your love situation at this point in time in the month of February 2019, guys, okay? So but at the same time, like I said, things happen for a reason, guys, okay? Take it in the right way, do the right thing, because what your next card is telling me here is that you are definitely going to be adopting this, and unintentionally you might end up also hurting one another a little bit. But at the same time, you will use your desire, your will, and your ambition even your highly creative imagination and fantasy for bringing in the unrealistic expectations of your love life, okay? Which could also be very amusing for you, and that could also bring in some bizarre turn of events in your love area at the same time, okay? So basically, you are doing both together at the same time in your foundation, okay? And that is because you are trying to set yourself free, both of you, at this point in time to enjoy the rightful pleasures of your love life, because at the end of the day, that is what you guys want, and that is what you guys are attempting to bring back in your love life. And this is again going to bring in for you major arcana, guys. You have got major arcanas over here in your higher self. One, two, and this is the third one here, okay? And this is going to bring you back. So there is nothing wrong in your foundation, okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Even though there are two different energies of setting yourself free to bring back that bizarre turn of events in your love life, to get back your pleasures, your amusement, your desire, your will, your ambition, to make this beautiful journey work to the best of your ability. At the same time, you're being blessed by this card, which will bring in that stability, that power, the protection of a great person, whosoever is in your life, that will create more conviction in your love life and give you reasons to take that stress in the right way, guys. Okay, so therefore, the foundation card is definitely two different energies in the month of February 2019. But again, there is nothing wrong in these two energies, at least not that I see it, because whatever I see here is telling me that it is all happening for a reason, guys, okay? And when things happen for a reason, you will definitely have to cross through a little bit of hurdle to bring that reason or manifest the reason towards building that relationship that's going to bring back everything in your life that you so willfully deserve and you so willfully want, okay? So therefore it is nothing wrong, because you are being blessed with a major arcana of power, of stability, of justice too, of truth and honesty at the same time. So even though there could be a little bit of treachery here, a little bit of betrayal to other people at the same time, not between the two of you, but it is for people who are outside your love zone, okay, Cancer? To set yourself free from those areas of your life, to travel forward in your chariot, you definitely have to adopt that energy. But at the same time, you're doing that, choosing to do that because you want to bring back that harmony and that goodness in your life, guys. And you're getting the blessings of the Emperor to do that in the right way, okay? So there is nothing wrong for you, Cancers. Please take this in the right way and work with it in the right direction, and you will get the right result for yourself in the month of February 2019. Now, your past energy in your love area, Cancers, you were definitely in some kind of imprisonment, okay, which definitely had made you go into an exile. You had kind of distanced yourself in the past a little bit, and that happened to you in your love area, and that created a lot of exhaustion in yourself. And of course, that also exhaustion had come up because of controversies of your love life that happened. You were not happy, basically, Cancers. And that is the reason you had kind of detached yourself emotionally, maybe physically, psychologically to a lot, because you did not want that kind of exhaustion and that kind of controversy that was happening outside your vicinity. This is your past energy, but this is what it is, what it was with you in the past, where you had attempted to distance yourself from that kind of a relationship or that kind of a controversy, that which was not giving you the complete fulfillment of yourself, and you were not happy with it, okay? And that is the reason in the past what you did was, though you were a good woman or a good man or whatever, you were a good person, you had imbibed the energy of the Queen of Cups, but it was in the reverse, okay? You could not be trusted with this relationship because you had kind of dishonored this love, by being a bit viceful, okay? You had a vice in your energy level in the past, okay, towards this love relationship because, again, remember, you had distanced yourself, Cancer. You had kind of imprisoned yourself, or you had made an attempt to exile from this relationship because of the exhaustion and controversy, and that in yourself too, it was happening because even though you're basically a good person, okay, but and a distinguished person, I would say, even not just a good person, a very distinguished soul, but then, it's like even you could not trust yourself with this relationship. That's because somewhere you were still holding on to some kind of vice in yourself deep down, okay? Which was, of course, depriving you of your happiness in the past for your love relationship, okay, Cancer? So, but this is, sorry, this is the past, okay? So there's nothing to worry about at this point in time because you have definitely left that energy, okay? Whatever the vice you were holding, or whatever the negativity, the exhaustion, the stress, the tension, the kind of feeling of being left out kind of situation, that created the negative impact in your life, which of course, this is the past again, okay? So this was what you had done in the past, definitely. But again, this was, I'm just looking into it, but I'm not taking this in my love reading as such with consideration because that is gone, okay? But you definitely had that kind of feeling that created a little bit of distance between you and your lover. Even that person, you loved, but that person, the significant other, was not able to trust your intentions completely, because of the energy you had in yourself in the past, okay? Again, this is the past, guys. Now, in the month of February, as far as your love relationship is concerned, Cancer, what are you guys going to be doing in your physical treaty? Of course, you will be overcoming all the stress by yourself. You will be overcoming any kind of riot or revolt that has occurred in your love life, okay? By temporarily suspending those problems, okay? Or suppressing those issues. And by avoiding, also by avoiding some important issues, you're not paying attention to those at this point in time, because you are tired of holding on. Like I said, everything happens for a reason. Your higher self is kind of troubling you at this point in time. So because of your higher self in the physical 3D as well, you are not going to be paying you're not going to be paying importance to those issues that you think is not going to work for you, okay? And this is very temporary, but at the same time, that's what you're going to be doing, is killing those bad energies in yourself by wanting to live and enjoy the moment that is coming to you in the physical 3D in the month of February 2019, guys. Okay, so you definitely want to enjoy this time of your life in your love relationship. So that is the reason, even though the negativity still persists in yourself, and this is yourself, guys, not your significant other, okay? It's yourself. Even though the negativity still does persist in yourself, you're not going to pay attention. You're going to be suppressing those negativity, okay? You will be overlooking those negative aspects to enjoy the moment of happiness or the desire that you want to create in your love life in the month of February 2019. And I think it's a good energy because at the same time, if you can handle this, it's all about how you can handle situations, because everybody doesn't have to do the same thing, or everybody's way of doing things is not the same, okay? But at the same time, if you can do things in the right way, however, in whichever way it works for you, okay? In whichever way it works for you, to enjoy that moment of harmony and fulfillment, I think that's a very, very good thing to do. It shows a person who understands the deeply emotional and sensitive cancers that I'm talking to, okay? So, what this is going to be doing at the same time, you know, you will void any kind of deception in your love life. That's what you're going to be doing. You will be voiding it out. You will be voiding the bad faith. If you think there is a bad faith in your relationship, in your love life, you are going to be overlooking all those areas of your life, the negative areas of your life that you think is not going to work for you in the month of February 2019. You will temporarily end those or void those areas to enjoy what you are getting in the physical world in the month of February 2019, guys. Okay, so it's like an energy that you know you're not ending things completely, like you're not saying no to those problems forever, but at the same time, you're saying no to certain problems or situations that you think you need to say no to that for the time being. And that is it for the time being, okay? And that you are doing by looking on the reverse side of your life to enjoy the moment of harmony, fulfillment, enjoyment, whatever that is coming into your life in the month of February 2019, definitely putting an end for some time to the bad faith that was making you work in the way in your higher self in the month of February. You're basically trying to negate the energy of your higher self in the physical world as well, okay? By doing this, you're not thinking about it, you're not giving attention to it, you're not paying attention to it, because for you at this point in time, what matters to you is what you're going to be looking into more than what is going to happen moving forward. You're not thinking about long term things at this point in time. You're concentrating more on your own um, temporary. It could be temporary at the same time, but again, that is what that little bit of fulfillment, that little bit of happiness, that little bit of goodness, that little bit of abundance, that the universe is pouring into your life in the physical world. That is what you're going to be taking and walking with it. Okay, that is the good energy for yourself. Basically, you're overriding all the other issues that you think for the time being you can void and walk away from that. Okay, now going forward in the month of February, towards the end, beginning of March, you guys are definitely again recuperating, guys, okay, in your love life. You will be retreating to a very calm, safe environment, which will add and give protection and warmth in your love area. Being hospitable to one another, hospitality, okay? Warmth of the good hospitality, okay? Which will help you to regain your strength and the right direction in your love life. Going forward, that could be towards the end of the month or the beginning of March. Okay, so this is a very good energy because this is what you definitely need to retreat into a safe and calm environment a little bit, to enjoy yourself, to enjoy your love, to enjoy your significant others' good energies at the same time. That is going to bring you protection and the warmth of a very hospitable situation, okay? That in turn will make you feel strong, will give you the strength and the right direction to walk hence from there, because that is what you definitely need. Again, and why you're doing that is because of the same energy that your significant other has in the higher self, and you're having it in the physical world going forward to bring back that love in your life. That is what it is all about, okay? To create that harmony, to create that balance, to create the beautiful love in your life, in the month of end of February, towards the beginning of March, which will attract. And because of this, because of your strength coming back to you, giving you the right direction, you will definitely be able to attract back the love, the beauty. You will be able to overcome the trials and tribulations of your love life, and that is definitely what you are going to be bringing back towards the end of the month of February, beginning of March, because you have been able to override stress in your own way, which Saturn is working upon you at this point in time. And every time Saturn is coming up with this kind of an issue, you are being able to kill it successfully, and that is the best thing about it. That's what I am looking into. I'm looking at the cards in a very different way than what other people might want to see and talk about, but I look at the cards from the astrological point of view as well. And that is what you guys are going to be doing in the month of February and going towards the beginning of your next month, okay? Now, at the same time, your environment, guys, let's see what your environment is doing for you, okay? Now, in between two cards here in your environment, which I'll definitely come over and tell you, you have a major arcana sitting there, okay? When there is a major arcana in between two cards, and I'll come to it one by one, it definitely conveys two messages, but keeping the major arcana in the middle, which is talking to me that everything that you guys in the environment will be facing or doing will be your support system with the major arcana, okay? Now, in your environment, guys, of course, you could have false promises from your love area, okay? That this person, your significant other, in order to make you happy, can come up with false promises, okay? Which could, of course, betray or create a betrayal of your confidence. And you could be emotionally charged so much that it could create a conflict in your love life as well. Okay, that is what it is talking about in the environment. And again, as I said, the environment either supports you or doesn't support you, okay? And this person, if this person is doing this, or if it is you who is doing this, none of you guys are at fault, okay? Please take that. It's just the situations and the environment that is creating this kind of incompatibility at this point in time in the month of February. That is again creating false promises in yourself, in your love area, bringing in a betrayal of confidence, of your issues, of yourself, and creating an emotionally charged conflict situation as well in your love area, guys, okay, from the environment. Because the environment is definitely a portion of your life that, again, either, like I said, either supports you or doesn't support you. But at the same time, the environment does play a role towards any relationship in your area, okay? So this is your month of February. Another one that you have for your environment, guys, in the month of February is kind of creating trouble for oneself, okay? Therefore, this card tells me that Cancers, please, you need to reevaluate the direction you have chosen for yourself. Don't waste your resources, because if you don't take the right guidance at this point in time, and you kind of be in a conflict situation and you are kind of stressing out again. You're kind of creating that righteous moment in yourself. You're putting things over things, and that is multiplying your problems, not not taking them away, just adding on to your issues. So at the same time, guys, because of this card in here, you definitely are creating trouble for yourself, okay? You need to reevaluate your environment in the right direction, because this is the time in the month of February the stress is coming to you from the environment more so. And don't waste your time, don't waste your energy, don't waste your love over issues that really doesn't matter, guys, please, okay? So from your environment, whatever is happening, just take that in the right direction, because at the end of the day, what you are looking at is your happiness, is your comfort, is your security, is your strength, okay? So whatever the environment is giving you is giving you. What they are not giving you, they are not giving you. So like I said, between the two cards, what is sitting here is the Emperor again, the major arcana. He is telling you guys in the environment that whatever is happening, again, as I said, don't waste your time dealing with those issues, because those issues are not real issues. They are fake issues that's coming up in the environment. They are not going to be able to stop your progress unless you do anything wrong to stop your own progress, Cancers. Okay, so don't worry about these situations, but take the right progress, take the right direction towards your progress, renew your strength, renew your fertility in love, okay? That is what is important. Use your wisdom and power back once again, because you have lot of competence, you have lot of strength in yourself, Cancer. You also have a lot of conviction, because again, you are the impressive leader who is open to the advice of others. Hear the right advice, take the right direction, guide yourself in the right way, because this is the time from the environment you would need the courage to meet a challenge that is going to come up from the environment. And there are reasons which would be coming up that could also sometimes rule your emotions. Okay, so do a good justice to that. Be a strong masculine energy, Cancers. Doesn't matter if you are a female or a male. Use the strong masculine energy to bring back that fair play and the established authority that is going to bring back your harmony, your abundance, your love in the right way in your environment as well, okay, in the month of February 2019. And this is the card, like I said, it is sitting in between two cards, which is giving me a disturbing message, but at the same time it is also giving you guys the direction that you should be taking on, or the role that you should be playing upon to bring back the harmony even in your environment in the month of February 2019. But guys, it's very, very important, because if something doesn't support you, you definitely have to look for support in other areas of your life, or in places where you will get the right support that is going to add to your strength, to your confidence, to your courage, to everything at this point in time, okay? So therefore, please take the right advice in the right way to suspend anything that doesn't work for you, okay? To delay the opposing forces, push it away from your environment, guys. Even if it comes to you, okay, just push it away. Cancers, and you can do that, I know that, okay? Don't pay attention to that. Don't stress out. Don't get a 9 of Swords energy because of that, guys, okay? Because what your environment is doing to you, again, you might have no control over the situation, but at the same time, you can, because again, you have the blessings of the Emperor to take in the play in the right power for your competence, your survival skills, that you need in the right and the honest way in your environment at this point in time, by overlooking those things that is not going to be of any importance to you, to suspend those areas of your life that you do not want to deal with, or any kind, or delay any kind of opposing forces or oppositions that may tumble in your environment in the month of February 2019, guys. Okay, and I'm sorry this video is getting a little bit longer than usual, but then I have to talk about it because of these cards in here, and that is definitely something that you guys definitely have to know, have to understand. Now, your hope and fear, guys, in the present time, in the month of February, is that you're hoping that you can be an advocate of tradition. You could have enough education, religious ceremony that you know, you're aware of, okay? And you are a mentor, you nurture a spiritual awareness, okay? Which also confirms to the values of a society and in your love life as well. At the same time, you're hoping and praying that you do not have to face the stress, the worry, the anxiousness, the cause of nightmares, anything in your love life. By using, and you can do that by rightfully using your spiritual awareness, guys, which Cancers, you can definitely do that in the month of February 2019, because the universe is giving you the right to this portion of this major arcana for your hope and fear situation. So you can definitely take the right direction to turn your wheel of fortune in the right way towards your love, okay? To bring back that harmony in your love, to do the right thing in the right way, and you're hoping to do that. That is what you are going forward towards, okay? To increase your abundance and increase your love abundance in the month of February 2019, guys. And that's your hope and fear, because you're praying and hoping that you can do the right thing at the right time in the right way. And you should be able to do that because of these cards, which is definitely helping you to understand where you're going wrong and what you need to correct and what you don't need to correct, okay? What you need to leave behind, what you want to keep for yourself at this point in time, because it's very, very important that you know and understand what it is that you definitely want at this point in time. And your outcome is, don't hear poor advices, okay? Because if you do, you might have to suffer from quarrel and right kind of situations, okay? So do not, if poor advices come to you, please take them away from yourself. Throw them out, okay? You don't need that, because otherwise you will be suffering from disastrous results, from quarrels, from situations that is not going to create back the balance in your life, And how you can do that is by, again, by taking in as much information as you have to take in, okay? You don't need to take in too many informations. You do not need to work on too many areas of your life, but just focus, okay? Just focus on your liberal views, guys. Just focus on your luxury and leave the unfavorable news behind. Leave the poor news behind. Leave things that is not going to work for you towards your love situation in the month of February 2019. And that is how you're going to bring back your wheel of fortune and succeed yourself to move forward in the right direction. With this, I end my video, guys. Take care. Namaste. God bless you. Khuda Hafiz. Bye for now.